Oh, hello, hello. That's Saturday with the Bard. I don't know why I'm laughing. You have to. You have to laugh at this life, or you're going to be like me, a mental patient and trying to kill yourself 5 times. You gotta go, they're stupid. They're stupid. They are. Flew into Salt Lake here from the capital of the world, Kangaroo City, and I brought 2 or 3 kangaroos, and they just wanted to see Salt Lake City. I have to tell you something here, and this is my therapy. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I bought a new car yesterday. Now, I shouldn't go out the front door. In fact, I just shut the door just now. I go out to the front room. I see the door wide open, and of course my fireplace is on a thermostat. Fireplace is going like crazy. Going like crazy. Same thing yesterday. Nobody sees it but me. No one sees it. Anyway, I go to this place to buy a car. Now here's I can't take this life. Please, a Mormon, assassinate me. Please assassinate me. Let me be Dr. Martin Luther Bard. Come on, don't punish me. Send me to your Jesus. Send me to your outer darkness. Send me to hell. It's better than here. There's no doubt in my mind. Well, anyway, I'm going to give you some hints about buying a car. First of all, don't go in the building. I take my deck chair out of the back of my car and I set it on their front lawn. And they come out and said, "Can we help you?" And I said, "I doubt it." I really doubt it, but I'm going to give you a try. He said, "Well, why don't you come on in?" I said, "Come on into one of your cubicles where you take my keys, throw it up on the roof, won't give them back to me until I buy a car. Or I have to sweat my ass off in there and wonder where the hell you are and going back and forth, trying to go to the manager, where it's hotter than hell. The chair's uncomfortable." So, "Well, you got a point." I said, "I've got about 20 points. The Bard sits here in a chair on the lawn, and you come to the Bard for $30,000. You come to the Bard." So anyway, they came to the Bard. So we looked and looked and looked, and we had, I love my Hyundai. That Hyundai Limited. I get an orgasm every time I look at it. But anyway, I said, "Give me another one," because this one's about to go off of the warranty. It's like 5 years old. It's still on the warranty. So, a long story short and long, we find the car. After like 3 hours, we find the right car. Now, at my age and stage of life, you can't put enough computers on a car to keep the driving public safe. I notice that I wander lines these days. I've hit 2 curbs in the last month. I have never hit a curb in my life. I've hit 2 curbs. Sometimes the red light looks green. Sometimes I fall asleep at the red lights. I try to get them green as I go slow. I know now why Cadillac, if you leave your blinker on, Cadillac has a little thing for old people that says, "Turn your damn blinker off." Oh, you've driven like 19 miles with the blinker on. Well, there's a few things now that I can't tell you how many times I've changed lanes and a car has gone off the road. Not me. I just keep going. Who the hell did that? So anyway, I buy this car, and it has everything for an old person on it. And, they have brake assist. I've never heard of brake assist, okay? This is a bitchin' computer, okay? If you take your foot off the gas quickly and hit the brake hard, the computer totally takes over. And that car will not skid. It will not move to the left, or unless you steer it, of course, to the left or the right. And there's no skid marks. It'll stop that car on a dime. The computer will give full force, full computer-assisted braking. Well, that's good for the Bard. That keeps a lot of the pedestrians alive. So, hey, that's bitchin'. I'm going to take that one. It says we also have something that if you change lanes, you come out and slap you on the face with a buzzer and say, hey, what the hell, you're not in your lane. I could use that one too. Sign me up. That sounds good. I like that lane change thing, because I go to sleep a lot driving long distances. If you go over the line, wake up. I go, hey, old people, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Now we have something else for you. And I said, okay, what is that? And he said, well, this car has heated and cooled seats. This car has a trunk that automatically opens. You just go booga booga booga, and the trunk just opens. Well, those are all good. And it has screens on the back windows. It's tinted, but it has screens that come down. They're built in. You can't see anything back there. That's what I had in high school, but I had it rolled up in the window, you know, and put the window up, curtains. Now they've got them automatically. So, this car also had, if you want to follow, and this is good for the Bard. In fact, every one of these computers was made for me. It says, do you want to follow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars back? And you just set a button. And no matter if the cars go faster or slower in front of you, my car will slow down and keep the distance. Said, hey, that's bitching, especially in the snow. I like that. Now, here's the other one. It has the mirrors that are automatic, and if you look in your mirror, it will tell you if there's someone in your blind spot. A lot of times, when the police pull me over, I say, I'm blind, leave me alone. So anyway, the mirror thing is bitching. So if you've got someone in your blind spot, the mirror says, don't be an idiot and change lanes. Then if you put your blinker on, like old people do, no, I'm going to change a lane. The computer has a, like on an airplane when it has, what's that, what do they call it, terrain ahead, you pull up. This one has a buzzer on it that says, Bard, you stupid shit, there's someone right there in your blind spot, they're going off the road. Don't do it. Hey, that's all good. This also had a turbocharged engine. Now let me tell you something about 2015 and 16. You young people and the old people will verify this to me. Back in the 60s, if you had a turbocharged engine, you step on the gas, the wheels will spin on concrete like you won't believe. That car will have acceleration that will put you in the back seat. Well, this one didn't do that much. You know, it was a little bit. They said 80 horsepower, but it wasn't that great. So anyway, I spent and it had the moonroof, the bitchin' moonroof. The whole top of the car is glass, and then the moonroof will open up. Hey, that's good stuff. That's all good stuff. Fun stuff. Now, we worked on this for hours and hours and hours. I'm sitting in the chair, and the guy says, you want a Coke? I said, yeah, that'd be like a picnic. Go get me a Coke. Okay. So the salesman, he runs and gets me a Coke. So the manager comes out to me, because he can't, I'm not in his building. He comes out to me. Now, who's in control here? I've bought a lot of cars, but this is the best car and the best way that I've done this. So he comes out and he says, well, you know, where do you have to be? And I told him on the payment and the interest rate, etc. And so, oh God, we were there from 1 o'clock in the afternoon until 9 o'clock at night. Finally, we signed the papers and and this car had navigation on it too, verbal navigation, which I need. You push a button and say, navigator, take me to Boston, Massachusetts. Okay, and then right from where you are, it'll start to give you line by line, turn by turn, how to go to Boston, Massachusetts. I mean, it's bitching. For a courier, that's cool. That's cool for a courier, but you could be a monkey. And well, maybe you can't be a monkey. You got to be a bard. So anyway, it went very, very well. And I'm going to tell you the name of the dealership. Ken Garff. Ken Garff. Ken Garff dealership. Salesman was nice. The finance guy, everybody was very, very nice. So I didn't have a chance to clean my other car out and put the stuff over. I said, I'll be back in the morning and do that. He said, good, good. We'll be glad to see you. That wasn't a revelation. This is a Mormon place. Ken Garff, if you're not wearing garments, you ain't going to work there. And I don't mind working with Mormons until they do something like I'm going to tell you that they did. So I come back the next day, and I'm trying to navigate to them. And so I turned the voice navigation on, testing it, trying to get to learn how to, God, it takes weeks to learn on these new cars, all the things that they can do. Jeez, computer buttons everywhere. So, anyway, the navigation system would not give me the proper address. Now, I thought, well, maybe I'm an idiot. I have to ask the dealership people to show me how to make this thing work. I paid $30,000 last night, and this morning I can't seem to get that thing to work. So I go in, and I say kindly. Now, I'm kind the first 15 minutes. The first 15 minutes, I'm a super person. After that, you're going to wish you never heard my damn name or face. And you have to hear my face to really enjoy it. Don't look at it. So I said to him, do you have somebody who can help me learn that navigation? Oh, sure, sure. So they send me out with a guy. And he says, well, now here I know already humans. I know humans. As soon as we're going down the steps, he said, well, I know a little bit about it. And I said to myself, try to be nice. Bard, try to be nice. So he gets in, and he plays with it and plays with it. And he'll say, Ohio, Alabama. He'll put you in the Philippines. He'll put you in Nicaragua. And I go, it's not working. He said, you're right, it's not. And you don't know how to fix it. You're right again. Get out of here. So I go back in, and I say, you sent me with an idiot. Can you send me with something better? So they have this blonde. I thought, well, this is going to be better. So she comes out to the car, and the damn navigation system is now putting us on the moon, Mars, Jupiter. She said, well, maybe it doesn't understand you. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, why don't you tell that computer that it's going back on the lot if it doesn't start to try harder to understand me. She says, well, I think it might be the wind. And she says, there's no wind. The car's not moving. She, well, the moonroof is open. Okay. So I closed the moonroof, and catching her hair in the moonroof had nothing to do with how angry the girl really started to get. Let my hair go. I go, no, I'm going to hold the blonde right here. I've got you where I want you. Fix the navigation. You got to roll the window up. So I rolled the window up. It's like in a temple. It is silent in that car. Well, turn the radar unit off. It sometimes makes a beep. You mean I'm going to be driving along and I have to turn my radar unit off, close all the windows to make this stupid thing work? Well, I don't know. And I said, I'm beginning to get that picture. I'm beginning to get that picture. So she tries it, and now we're in other universes. Because I don't think it's working. Okay, why don't you take it over to service? Let me go. I don't know, is that a kidnap if you capture somebody's hair in a moonroof and it looks like an accident, but you don't let them go? Have you kidnapped her? Probably Yeah, probably. Anyway, I go over to service, and they're very nice there. They're stupid, but they're nice. Service has always been very good to me, Ken Garff. So this young kid comes out, and I go, God damn, he's too young to even, throw his Gerber's food at me. Anyway, he says, what's wrong? I said, the navigation's not working. He says, well, let me see. And I said, well, are you a navigation expert? He goes, no. You're going to be the third or fourth person sitting in the seat here. I can look at it, So I let him sit in the seat there. I didn't want to capture his hair. So he pushes it and pushes it and pushes it. He said, this didn't work at all. I go, I know. I said, could you go get me the guy that if I drove in here and he had to fix it, that guy, he'll know if it's me being an idiot and not knowing the system, or the system is an idiot. So another one comes out. He says, what's going on? The navigation doesn't work. Oh, right? Really? Let me see. So I show him. And they all have to come in and try their own address. They all have to come in and try their own address. And he said to me, it's not working. He says, where's your salesman? I said, he ran like hell. I said, he's still running. Like Joseph Smith going out of New York when he got convicted of who knows, so many things. Looking at a rock and charging people money looking. Anyway, okay, go back and talk to the manager. Okay. So I drive back, park the car in the front. I'm going to tell you something. Right now. Don't give them the keys to your car that you're trading in until you are 100% satisfied. Well, my car was sitting there. The old car had all my stuff in it. So I kept the key. I wasn't going to give the key to them. So poor little Allison moved all the stuff from the old car into the new car. So I went in to get the manager to say, hey, this navigation system's not working. So he comes out. Now let me tell you something. These people are all Mormons, and if you're going to do business with the Amish or the Mormons or the Quakers or Jehovah's Witness, you will come up to their supposed standard of behavior, or they won't do business. Well, we had a signed contract, so I'm being in the barn. So he gets in, and he goes, "What's wrong?" I said, "See if you can get the navigation system to go to your home address." He tried like 9 times. Finally, he came to the conclusion it wasn't working. And I said to him, now, watch this in Utah. Watch this in Utah. This is what a cult acts like. I said, you know what? Last night, I paid $30,000 for that goddamn navigation, and it's a piece of shit. He looked at me and said, well, maybe we should just give you your other car back. I said, you just did. You got a deal. You got a deal. I'm not going to listen to anybody swear. So get the hell out of here then. So poor little Allison had to move everything back from that car, the new car, back to the old car. He pushed down a $30,000 deal in his business because he didn't like my language. Well, you know what? I didn't like his garments. I still treated him like a decent person. I don't have to come to his level. I'm the buyer. It's my $30,000. So, anyway, Allison moves everything over. I walk back in and say, you have the key? Well, sure, gave him the key. I said, now I need a piece of paper that shows you got your car back in good condition and we don't owe any money. We're switching back to the old deal. We came in, we'll pay for our old car. We don't want your new car. So and I'll tell you what you do. You download an app, a recording app that's really, really good. and I have my phone turn off after a minute or two or whatever, so it has a black screen. And the recording device is right on. Because a lot of times they'll say I say things that I didn't say. So I told them I need something in writing to show your interest is back in the new car, and that we have no interest or obligation. And they gave me that. So I drove my old car home. And I love the old cars though. That didn't hurt anything. But there you are. There you are, how to do business in Utah. If you swear or you don't wear garments or you, speak your mind, I think I have a right to say, I spent 7 hours here yesterday, got the vehicle that I wanted, got the payment that we wanted, and this is a piece of shit. He didn't like that. Fuck him. I took my old car back. Now in Utah, you can't do that. It says right on the signed contract, you can't give the car back unless they agree to take it back and you agree to give it back. Well, when he made that stupid ass statement from his fucking elders quorum president, well, maybe we should just give you your old car back. I said, you got a deal. I took it like that. That's a verbal contract. And he is a manager, and it supersedes the state law. He agreed to give my old car back. I agreed to take it. So I'm driving my beautiful triple black. It has the sun. It's going to go off the warranty, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So anyway, I should have told him when I was walking away from him, pay, lay, ail me. You pay, laid, and ailed me. Oh God, hear the words of my mouth 3 times. And health in the navel, marrow in your bones, strength in the loins, and in your sinews, power in the priesthood be upon me, and upon my posterity through all generations of time, and throughout all eternity. I'm going to make that a greeting from now on. When people say, how do you do? I say, health in the navel, marrow in the bones, strength. I'm going to make that a common greeting in the world. Just like shalom, adios, bios con dios. Don't cut my throat. He tried to. Don't rip my heart. He tried to. Don't say, you know what, I like to do business with you guys, but if you don't want to do business my way, this Bart is gone.